Hello, Jay Barrino here. Welcome back to Enslavers Redux, a visual novel for StarCraft 2. We're on to the final mission, the third epilogue, A Fated Path. We are continuing to play on easy. I played through the 3 major campaigns on hard, had to bump it down, and I'm sticking to easy. It is what it is, A Fated Path. The narrative of these last epilogue maps has been out of control. I think the last map taking the cake for approximately 20 minutes of gameplay and almost an hour of cutscenes. It's like we're playing Odyssey, I suppose. Except, you know, it's not Odyssey. Zeratul, Personal Transport, Voidseeker, Uncharted Planet, Ulan. So this takes place right before the Whispers of Doom mission, I suppose? Isn't that what it's called? Whispers of Doom? It's not Whispers of Oblivion. That's a different mission. That's the prologue. Whispers of Oblivion is the prologue campaign in Legacy of the Void. That's the name of it. Whereas the mission is in Wings of Liberty, that's it, is Whispers of Doom. Zeratul's reliance on the shadows to cloak himself wears thin against those with detectors, although powerful in single combat, never allow him to get cornered in a fight. He's also as strong as he can be. We leveled him up. We leveled up all of our heroes as far as they would go. We cheated very mildly with Kerrigan, though to be fair, I would have accepted her lack of artifacts had the mission ended properly when we hit 100% on that Zerg finale. But because I was then forced to cheat because the triggers kind of messed up there, I went ahead and got her leveled up. Anyway, we're done with her. It's Zeratul time. After tracking Duran to a secret moon facility, Kerrigan finally believes she had cornered her lost consort. Poised with vengeance at having defeated her once before with his perverse hybrid creations, the Queen of Blades invaded, hoping to end his nefarious schemes once and for all. Shockingly, a vision of Tassadar appeared before the Zerg Queen, pleading her not to enter. The ghostly being divulged the tale of the Zerg and the Overmind's creation, along with her own purposes for being infested. Although Kerrigan could not be deterred, Tassadar's ghost left Kerrigan with one final piece of knowledge, the Sanctuary of Ulan, where a prophecy would be found to confirm the tale and perhaps convince the Queen of Blaze to save all life from impending doom. As the ghostly form vanished, Kerrigan refocused herself and pushed onwards. Duran, grudgingly tired of Kerrigan's persistence, played a desperate move to activate the keystone early, thereby draining the Queen of Blades and her tremendous psionic energy in order to open a rift to the void and release his master, Amon, to the physical universe once more. While Kerrigan managed to power down the keystone before its activation, Duran warped it away to safety before baiting her for a personal one-on-one battle. After beating him in combat, Duran activated his trap and showed her a vision of Amon's future physical new form. Kerrigan could only sit in frightening awe at the godlike being she saw before her. Quickly pulling herself together, Kerrigan escaped and believed Tassadar's advice now seemed like a prudent option. A new course for Ulan was set for her expedition's Zerg. Meanwhile, the Dark Prelate Zeratul began his own solo journey much earlier after he had brought Jacob, Ramsey, and the Protoss Preserver Zamara to Elna, after having been awakened from the Leviathan lethargy by Ramsey due to the guilt from the death of Rashagal and the disturbing hybrid. It's so hard to read this against the backdrop. He found created by Duran soon after he now sought answers to bring him to his people on Shakuras to ensure their safety. Before leaving on his journey, Zamara had shared with Zeratul the location of the planet Pegasus and of an untouched Xel'Naga temple on its surface. Zeratul arrived in the world just in time to witness a strange energy-like creature emerge and depart into space. The Prelate followed it via his personal transport, the Voidseeker, to a gathering of dozens, possibly hundreds of other energy creatures. The beings then created a wormhole through which Zeratul traveled to a mysterious location on the other end. At the other end of the galaxy, he found but one item, a star map to Ulan, claiming to be a lost sanctuary of the Xel'Naga. Inscribed was a legend that Ulan was the resting place of tablets inscribed with a prophecy revealing the will of the Xel'Naga, perhaps it was on this dead world that he might finally find answers. My voice is getting tired, man. Even just reading those slides. My goodness, we got like another hour to go of reading. Just reading. So, this is Ulan. If the legends I have discovered are true, then this is the resting place of ancient tablets inscribed with a prophecy revealing the will of ageless Xel'Naga. No living creature has touched its surface for millions of years, until now. Ever since I have witnessed the hybrid created by the creature known to me as Samir Duran, I have wandered the void in solitude, looking for meaning into what I beheld. But I fell into a shameful deep cloud of my own misery. I knew my people would undergo a future war with an outcome of uncertainty, and I could do nothing. No, I did not want to do anything. I had failed. What right did I have to meddle in their affairs? What leader could I be to my people? Who's he talking to? But fortune smiled upon us, this old soul, once more. Of all beings, a Terran roused me from my somber state and found the spark that I could not find myself, a spark that Rashagal once found long ago. It was then that I knew what must be done. If I was to protect my brethren, I need to find a way to prevent this Samir Duran and the hybrid from coming to be, if I wasn't already too late. With Samara's knowledge imparted to me on the Xel'Naga's birthing cycle and the haunting words spoken by the creature Samir Duran, I now believe the two are indeed connected. But how and why, that is still yet elusive to me. Now, having been placed on a path by the preserver Zamara herself, I let the tides of the void guide my fate. Whatever those creatures made of energy I found on the world my sojourn led me to, they have guided me to an ancient legend, leading me here to Ulan, the lost city of the Xel'Naga. Is it a city or a planet? It is here that an ancient prophecy rumored to foretell the return of the Xel'Naga still remains, and it is here that I may yet find a way to combat the looming darkness that seeks an audience with me. Guide me, Rashagal, and Taro Tassadar. All right. That was relatively brief. I'm pleased. Zeratul's vessel, Voidseeker, ancient Xel'Naga colony, Ulan. Ulaan. Ulan. This appears a lifeless rock floating in the void. Yet if the legends are true, there are still secrets to behold from the Xel'Naga. I wonder if this is the end of my sojourn, or the beginning. It was here that an ancient race worshipped the Xel'Naga like gods. They built these monuments to their name. Now only the empty wind fills these chambers. Was it a mistake coming here? I see only ash and rubble of the past. And yet, I still feel something familiar about this place, as if memories infused into the Zerg themselves have fleeting glimpses of this place. Did the Overmind destroy this world? Or did these people's gods destroy it for them? The writing here, it is the same, but in different forms of language. Curious. If I use the fragments I deciphered earlier, then they... Yes, of course, now I understand. The Xel'Naga were the first beings born within the void. They manipulated life to their whim to perpetuate their infinite cycle. At a new universe's creation, they take a physical form. If destroyed, they are thrust back into the void. The Zerg's creation was foretold, as was the Protoss, engineered by those that created them. They were destined to become... one? The Xel'Naga will transcend their creations, and yet the Fallen One shall remain, destined to cover the void in shadow, a shadow that will continue to consume the stars and all life, and in utter darkness shall emerge a new form in his image. Well, a certainly uplifting tale. The Zerg and the Protoss created by the Xel'Naga, destined for unity, but all we've achieved is conflict. But nowhere does it mention anything about Duran and his hybrids. The Fallen One. Could it mean Duran's master, Amon? Come, Tassadar, where are you now? I found your prophecy, but tells me nothing. How can I stop the threat that's coming? How can I stop Amon? As I thought. Silence. I am, as always, alone. Additional temples with innate power reside within. Queen needs to search further, uncover truths, find answers. As we will, but first I want this world under my control. I feel something watching us. Isha, prepare for infestation. We'll construct hatcheries upon this wretched ground. If there are more secrets here, I want them myself. My queen, your will is my command. However, you would do well to be informed that our presence here has been tracked. I am detecting a small fleet descending to the surface of this world. Why does Isha look like she's in a dark room? Turn on a light. Well, I guess she doesn't really have hands. She could use those, like, tentacle things coming off her head. Protoss vessels. Their configuration suggests that this is not the Tal'Darim. It is the Dalam from Shakuras. Ha! They've been sent to track me, no doubt. What fools. They'll only find death here. Prepare our warriors for their arrival. When they land, we'll corner them into a trap and... Wait, I feel something else. Something old and familiar. My queen? Zeratul. He's come to this world as well, although I suspect not with the other Protoss. He has come seeking the same as we have. Answers. Shall I send an intercept course to destroy his approaching vessel? No, let him come. He'll draw him towards us. We'll draw him towards us. Use our swarm to push the Protoss towards our location. We can fell them all together here. Although I wonder, would there still be any fight left in these those old bones of yours, great and mighty successor of the Dark Templar Matriarch? Ha! Ha 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 ha! This cavern is vast, its depth unknown. It would take many lifetimes to discover all the secrets that remain buried. I will leave the Void Seeker here for its safe isolation, but I should first travel back to the surface to survey my surroundings. Perhaps I can locate a better vantage point. Wow, we got the tidbit of knowledge on why Zeratul left his Void Seeker there to be ran to at the end of Whispers of Doom. Phew! Through the void I call upon you, Truthbringer. Let the way to the void open so that you may hear my call. Why do we have another scene with Narud and Amon? Why? What is happening? Dark One, it is I, Nadur. His name changes every mission, I think. I have felt your summons and now I am here. What is it you wish? My faithful and loyal servant, have you dispersed the keystone pieces to the Tal'Darim as instructed? I mean, he wasn't instructed to do it, it was his idea. Yes, it's complete. The Tal'Darim will guard them with their life, but I suspect that won't stop James Raynor from acquiring them. His devotion to a misbegotten emotion such as love will be resourceful to us. With this form, as Dr. Darud to the Terrans, I have ensured a plausible motivation for them to retrieve these ancient artifacts. When ready, they'll unleash the keystone for us. Well done. The Zerg Queen will be unprepared for their arrival. Soon all will abandon their fears, their sufferings. Redemption is at hand, and the universe will be freed of the cycle at long last. Now, I give you a new task. Name the objective, and it should be complete. Oros' treachery has gone beyond even me. His plotting begins eons before even he was imprisoned. I've discovered his clues left behind in the ashes of the past that may lead to resistance against my coming. You must ensure they are silenced forever. And where might these clues be located, O Great One? You know the world as Ulan. Destroy the prophecies. See to it none carries out Oros's pointless crusade to prolong the suffering of existence. It shall be completed in your name, for the hour of salvation is at hand. Let us discuss our strategy once more. Eridus, you are to remain on the surface and defend our location against any of the Zerg that may come to reinforce the Vile One's position. I will take a small legion of our warriors to meet the Queen of Blades in person. Perhaps we can end her reign here today. Reign has a G in it. BT dubs? Perhaps. Know that Adun himself will be watching our actions. Whatever the Zerg are doing here, we will ensure they are quelled this day. Farewell to you, brave Karis. May the wretched Queen of Blades die a swift death by the power of the Kala. I thank you once more for assisting with this endeavor. May our actions not go in vain. Justice will be made for all of our slain brethren. And Taro Tassadar, brave Eridus. Okay. We got fully upgraded Zeratul. It's been a while, buddy. I don't remember really everything he can do. Mind Warp. This world is barren, yet it is riddled with the whispers of the Xel'Naga. I should be careful traversing these grounds. Go ahead and read about Karos if you want. Go ahead and read about Ulan if you'd like. Ba-boom. He's got... Let's go. I'm sure it'll come back to us as we go. Let's quick save. Curious, these robotic constructs appear to be guarding these ruins, unaware their creators are long since gone. They are most advanced in construction and can detect me from the shadows. I must be careful. How about we just give them the whoop? The little whoop? In the service of you know, the whoop. Can I steal them? No, I cannot. Stop spinning! It doesn't really do any damage. Okay, blink over. I found someone else's video who played this, Cruel Angel, who played this on the last version, and for whatever reason their Zeratul wasn't upgraded, probably due to a bug, and so they couldn't just get over the gap. And then that was it. That was the video. That's probably something the fan patch fixed here, something Omega Weapon fixed between version 7 and version 8. A temple built long ago from worshippers of the Xel'Naga. After all this time, there's still energy that remains. Could they be the ones that wrote the prophecy? Ah, the way is now made clear. I think there was an issue previously where biomass and experience couldn't be collected by Kerrigan and Zeratul respectively. So if you couldn't level them up, then you were just completely effed, basically. I must be cautious. These structures look suspiciously like guard towers. If I approach too close, it may alert more of the sentries. Okay, well. It's fine. Maybe? Okay, let's load it up. We'll just be a little more careful as we go by the little towers. How about that? Those are pretty strong. I was hitting blink, and I meant to be hitting the Master Strike. I've just got to get used to the hotkeys again. We got kind of used to using Kerrigan. Even using the Commander again was kind of weird. At least all of Zeratul's abilities seemingly work, unlike the Commanders who, like, his combat shields just was not researchable anymore. Because it conflicted with, I think we were supposed to get combat shields on Marines, but then it turned out we could actually get neither of them. Oh, we got the dark map bug again. Why does this happen? No, please, what are you doing? Are you okay, Zeratul? Oh, because it was down. It was at the bottom. Okay, I see. R for shield. That's what I was doing wrong. Stop spinning. Okay, we hit this. Then we go down here. His regen is out of control. Okay, now we quick save. And just don't go really close to these things. Is this correct? Right? Like this?
We must not hesitate.
Is there another way to go? Let me just double check over here. No, okay. It's weird how when you load a map, suddenly it's really dark. What is this? I appear to have activated some sort of trap. Something is preventing me from phasing through the void to break free. I must find a way to unlock the mechanism if I am to proceed forward. Puzzles! Better watch out. There are puzzles. I pressed the stones in the correct... Oh, okay. Oh, every time you get it wrong, it spawns a dude. I must press the stones in the proper order. I mean, this could be... Is there any way that we could discern the correct order? Or do we just have to guess every time? Because I think we're just guessing. Oh my god. So, of course, it was every single one that we tried besides the correct one. Middle, down. Let's try right? No. Here, here. Oh, and I can't blink. No. Here, here, here? Here. Here. Here? So here, here, here. Bottom left? Again, if there's a pattern and I'm just not recognizing it, I mean, it is what it is. I'm feeling upper right. No, of course. Somehow we've managed to get it wrong every single time. Okay, only 2 left. What? Did we not? Did I press the wrong one? I guess it must be this one? Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. I think I'm taking actual crazy pills. It's gotta be the upper one, right? Or do we repress? Maybe we have to double up. And then here. And then... No. Let me just make a cut in the footage. This is ridiculous. Oh, it was just this middle one. I swear I had pressed that one, but I guess not. Upper right? No, of course not. Of course not. So here, 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 here. Get to it, Zeratul. There, this irksome puzzle is now solved and I can travel with the shadows again. I feel the unusual energy just beyond. I wonder. Quick, save. Could it be an Ehan crystal, made of pure Kadaran core? So rare are these that I had thought none existed in the galaxy. I can record my every thought, my every moment, my very soul into this vessel so that it may be transferred to someone else, should I fail in my mission. So that's the crystal that we give to Jim. But first it appears I must first slay this construct guardian, Nerma. Look out, buddy. Give him the spin. Back out. There's really nothing else I can use. It's fine. He can regen eventually. Come on. There we go. Ow. You have fought well, but not well enough, it seems. The barrier on the crystal, it's dissipating. How curious such a potent storage device would be here. Perhaps, if needed, I can transmit my memories onto it so that others may see what I see here today. Now, to find the prophecy. This land is vast. How can I... Wait, is that a Protoss settlement? By the gods, Templar Redux. Ah, Dark Prelate Zeratul, it's good to see you once again. I still tell the tales of our battles against the nefarious traitor Urazaj to our brethren. It is good to see you again, old friend, but how is it that you've come here to this desolate world? It is tedious work to defend Shakuras against no enemies. I longed for battle once more and have joined High Templar Karis on a secret mission sent forth by Hierarch Artanis to track the Queen of Blades' current actions. After searching for some time, we located her to this world. We do not know what she seeks, but she has brought along with her a sizable Zerg brood to assist her. Kerrigan, she's here? On Ulan? This is most disturbing news indeed. Where's Karas? I would like to speak with him. Karas has descended into the caverns below our feet. It is there we believe the Zerg Queen lurks. We are patrolling on the surface for Zerg reinforcements. Zeratul, why have you come to this world? I have come searching for a prophecy, one that may give our people the means to combat a threat from the void itself. I fear Kerrigan may be after the same. I must find the prophecy before the Zerg can claim it as their own. Then we shall find your prophecy together, my friend. Let us go and... Eridus says the Zerg come. For Adun. Come, you wretched creatures. Taste the justice of ire. Old friend, I must make haste below the surface here. The cavern is teeming with Zerg. I must find another route. Do you know of another way down? Only one, but it is protected by a still functioning barrier shield from whoever once resided on this world. Our Kalai engineers here have theorized it can be disabled under various locations, but it would require a tremendous amount of electrical current to redirect the power that runs to it. Fortunately, my immortal shell is more than an adequate conduit for the task. Then I ask of you, will you help me once more, old friend? You need not ask such a thing. I owe you my very life. I am forever in your debt, Zeratul. On our way to this location, we identified 4 different locations that require recharging. When I begin focusing this robotic shell to activate the device, I'll be unable to assist you against the Zerg for some time. Then I shall defend you with my own life. The Zerg shall not send us to our fates this day. Well met, Antaro Adun, Antaro Tassadar. Okay, 30 minutes, and we can now actually play the game. All of our probes randomly stopped harvesting. Okay. Honestly, I don't even want to... Okay. We have sentries. I thought I was supposed to have void rays. Can I make void rays? I can. Okay, so let's... You know what? Maybe we shouldn't do that right away. We also have Chrono Boost. Looks like we have mostly... It's like pretty much our StarCraft 2 getup right now. Oh, that's probably why we have sentries, because it's StarCraft 2, so we get sentries either way. And then Robo Facility. I assume that they can just spawn out of nowhere and attack him. So we're going to need a lot of cannons, of course. Unfortunately, again, the mining seems weird here. But just keep making probes. We'll figure it out as time goes on. Oh. What? Those didn't even need to be warped in. All right. That's fine. Let's see if these shield batteries are the good ones or not. Okay, oh, let's get over there. Easy mode, by the way. And then this is supposed to do splash damage, but it doesn't actually. Okay, keep it up. Let's get another forge. And I built my defenses on the wrong side, it would seem, but that's okay. This can probably hold out for a decent amount of time. Well, does this repair buildings? Yeah, target units, structure, shields. Okay, cool. Singularity charge. Let's get a temple of it's a Twilight Council now. That's normal. Okay. We can only mine so much at a time from this setup here, unfortunately. The rate is just severely nerfed just because of the layout of the resources. We can't get to these ones in the back. So our realistic rate of return, no matter how many workers we have, is not really ever going to be great. We do want Zealot legs. And, yeah, why don't we start getting some Void Rays out? We can still get Arbiters. Colossi also very good. Okay, let's set up some defense out here. Twilight Council's coming. Just hold your horses. And yeah, I think at this point I'm just going to be focused on upgrades for now. Our income just sucks. That's an issue. It looks like, yeah, they're just going to come from that cave for the whole mission, so let's just go with it. We're going to need a lot more minerals to build the cannons here that we need, and we can also get 1 or 2 monoliths in the back. But for now, let's just sit out here. We'll get this set up, and then we can save our money to actually build an army. The hardest thing, again, is just this layout of resources is very, very unfortunate. You can see we have a lot of probes that are mostly idle or bugging out because they don't know how to get to where they need to be. Okay, that's where Zeratul Spin is very good. What I don't know is how much I need to defend Eridos. I have no idea. Do I need more workers here? I think maybe we can afford to get more workers here. It's like the travel time. There are some resource areas that aren't being harvested. Or oh, those ones were just sitting there. Never mind. Did I do that? I think they're just bugging out, and then they end up idle. Oh, no. Give me Zealot legs. We might as well get Archons because my mineral income is super slow. I don't know why I have instant warp in. All right. Again, a lot of little broken things with the mod here. I don't know if this is exclusive to Enslavers Redux. I wonder if the actual shield battery itself will be... Okay, it exists. It does exist. right. It sort of feels like the attacks might be getting slightly larger. Keep in mind, we take less damage because we're on easy mode, too, which is bananas. Okay, those cannons probably aren't quite enough to survive themselves, but let's quick save and give this a shot. I love the Eridos walking animation. He's a little creepy crawly, you know? I'm channeling the power now. Slay the Zerg while I'm doing something. Okay. Let's get shields, because we're getting mostly Archons, because we've got a lot of gas. And then we can go ground weapons. Slay the Zerg, he says. We'll leave Zeratul over here for the normal attacks. It takes 10 minutes per? Oh, what have I done? Okay, we got to get a move on, like, right after this. We're not going to wait. Let's just make sure we fully secure this area.
You have not enough minerals.
It's worth saving up our money just to get these. The Zerg are increasing their numbers. We must stand vigilant.
You have not enough minerals.
Oh, he was not kidding. Okay. What? Did I change the difficulty to easy from the briefing? Maybe I didn't. Oh, that would explain so much. Hang on, I gotta check now. Well, it says I... Just don't worry about it. Okay, we're about where we were. I'm thinking about it. I probably must not have changed it to easy. But the size of the Zerg attacks that are coming out of here are still the same size. I think it's just, again, they do reduce damage to us, which is awesome. Very helpful. I'm about to get +3 everything. Just to have that all queued up and done. I have Colossi upgrades, I have Carrier and Void Ray upgrades, so anything I want to make, the world is my oyster. I came up here and took this base. I looked for it. There was a nice find. Probably just want to go ahead and chrono out stuff from these. What do we want to be making? I mean, like, tons of Void Rays is always fun. Maybe mix in a couple carriers. This is a normal Zerg attack. Okay. Lots of, No, never mind. It's not. This is, you know, a lot of stuff. The Banelings are a problem, but again, keep in mind, it's not that bad. The, shield batteries do not heal buildings, and I think that's because we took monoliths over the batteries in a previous mission. You thought by now, though, they would be able to target buildings, but they can't. That's okay. And then every so often we have probes that go idle because they get stuck in there, which is very odd. But as soon as this is done, we want to move up to the next one, like, immediately. So I'm going to move my army up here. And we can just keep making Void Rays for fun. And we've got +3 queued up, so we got all that good stuff. We got some sentries. I can make more Archons, because that's what we can certainly afford right now. And at 333, they're pretty awesome. I mean, really, you can disregard the armor for, for 10 HP. That's really not that important. So I'm going to head in here. Kill it before it even... Yeah, well, it still kind of got us, but that's okay. And we also have another base here. So as soon as Eridos is done, we can go ahead and set up this base. I wonder if the Zerg are going to attack us now from another direction.
We are under attack.
Like up here. So let's just set up some pylons in advance. It seems like we have enough cannons to survive these attacks. They're large, but as long as we keep a probe around to rebuild some of this stuff, then it's fine. These shield batteries are there mostly to just block. 4.5 minutes. It's tempting to just cut out some of this footage. Anyway, we didn't play that much up until, Eridos getting on the beacon, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just another circumstance of playing you know, playing a mission more than once. So we have to be careful of those constructs. I'm just going to set up... that placement's bad. I'm just going to set up just a couple cannons here for the future. I don't know where the Zerg will continue to attack us from, but again, the sooner we can do this, the better. I wish I would have just started this earlier, but that's okay. That's okay. We're fine. Maybe even just throwing in one Colossus could be good. But you know, Mass Void Ray. As long as we replace the cannons as they get killed, everything's fine. I wonder how many Overseers are going to be hidden over here as time goes on. Probably a lot. Oh, good. They do auto-attack them in, so they inevitably do get killed. We could probably build the cannons literally right on top of where they spawn. I don't think that would necessarily help. 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. I wonder if maybe each one takes slightly less time. That would be really, really nice, wouldn't it? Let's get 2 Colossi. We don't need to overbuild Colossi, but I think getting some Colossi could be good.
Prismatic core online.
And then maybe just flesh out the rest with Void Rays. Okay, let's go ahead and just transfer these probes up here and get a few additional ones. We seemingly don't need much in terms of gas. And then maybe what I'll do is cram in some more warp gates up here. Just that if we have to, we could spam out like a ton of Dragoons all at once if the worst happens. Or we can just spawn in Zealots on top of our, you know, cannons and stuff over there as necessary. We can also leave half of our army down there if we need. Maybe leaving the Colossi down there would be smart. 1:20. And then we have to do this 3 more times. So how's everyone's day? How's everyone's day? Karen's Swarm has sent new warriors to defeat us. We must stand guard until Eridos has completed his task. Yep, that's new warriors, all right. Oh my god. Is that because of the timer, or is that just what the attack waves are like now? Easy mode, by the way. This is the easy difficulty. BTW. It's all right, we got monoliths. And also Void Rays. Okay, Eridos, buddy. We're sending you right to the next one. Like, as soon as possible.
You have not enough minerals.
6 seconds.
What would you ask of me?
Okay, good. Go to the next one, please. The triggers work, though, at least. That's important. So if my army isn't needed up on top of where Eridos is, then maybe... I don't know. Let's see where they attack us from. And then I can warp in stuff down here as necessary. It seems like I mean, this is a normal attack, and then there might be Banelings and Aberrations. Yeah, this is normal. I mean, these attacks did pick up quite a bit. Don't get me wrong. Maybe we just want to get some Dragoons in here. Just to have them. And this is where the shield batteries are coming in handy. Is there a reason I can't kill this Guardian? What's happening? Oh, the Dragoons are just broken. Okay, well, we're gonna make Stalkers instead. They take very little damage. Okay, there we go. How confusing. Okay, let's take this group and move up and start clearing the map so that when the time is right, we can just send Eridos straight there. Let's quick save, because again, even on easy mode, this is not easy. Not actually easy. Or what I would expect an easy mode to be, I should say. More bases that I should not need. Okay, good work. Okay, next area revealed. Let's just keep clearing the map. Let those the Dragoons are, like, invincible. Oh, no, it's because of the shield batteries. I see. Well, in any case, they're killing it. Shield battery's pretty good. Don't get hit by that, and then we'll go and finish him up. How's this going down here? It's fine, it's fine. And we have the capability to recreate this army pretty fast if necessary. We can do this just in case, you know? Sure, why not? Let's set this up. 6 minutes. And health for whatever reason. And we've basically cleared our way through the whole thing. I wonder if there's going to be another boss battle after all this. I guess the shield batteries will run out of energy eventually, but even so... The fact that they only attack from one direction is vastly different from previous experiences. There's so many resources on this map, too. Like, this one is so much more simplistic compared to that Terran one, you know? Okay, I guess let's send our army to sit on top of Eridos just in case, and then we'll send a group of Void Rays to go home and just wait and make sure that we don't die to these attacks. These Dragoons, man. What a waste of supply. 10 versus medium, 2 versus everything else just seems, again, obviously wrong. The Dragoons are a base unit in the game, though, so I don't understand why... I don't know. I don't know. It's a mystery. It's fascinating, though, isn't it? Okay, 4 minutes. I'll just make a cut, because, you know, we're gonna have such a long outro. Let's not spend extra footage here making this even longer than it needs to be, okay? Okay, he's done with this one. On to the next one. They sent a slightly larger attack wave at the end, and by slightly, I mean, like, probably twice the size of that Ultralisk Guardian wave, so huge. But, again, we leave these Void Rays at home, just sit here, and it's fine. So let's just move on to the next one. I'm waiting for a gotcha where they're going to attack us from the other direction, but for now we seem okay. And I'm just setting up like a bunch of extra crap sort of on the outskirts here in case we ever want to rebuild anything. Don't let those beasts overtake our position. So the Void Rays will prioritize stuff that can attack air. Fungal Growth is rough, but they can't. It's not like they can double stack it or anything like that. And then I have these shield batteries back here to just, you know, heal us up as time goes on. The Dragoons are still alive. Anyway, I'll go back into hibernation and be back when Eridos is just about done, or maybe when he's like 1 minute done, because we'll have that other, you know, the next large attack wave. Okay, Zeratul just gave me an oh no, there's too many, we must retreat, which to me probably means that this is like the big attack wave. But I've camped a big group of Void Rays here, and they're fine. So we swing them up here, we get them healed by our shield battery farm. 1:22. And even these shield batteries are starting to get some of their energy back, which is cool. And if, you know, we could always kill some of the Void Rays that have low HP. Hey, look at that. I even started building cannons up here on the expectation there'd be some gotcha from the other direction. I didn't expect down here, though. I really didn't expect down here. Do we have more, Looks like it's going to be drop pods. Okay, 34 seconds. Let's swing down here and take care of this. Our Void Rays are pretty speedy with the speed upgrade, so we should be okay. A lot of Overseer sent as well, so I don't think keeping Zeratul up here would be the right idea. He does buff our frontliner units, though, which is pretty incredible. Okay, so it looks like we're just going to want to put cannons everywhere, even though we are kind of hurting for space. Okay, we're nearing the next thing of our thing, so let's take this group plus Eridos and move up to the last one. Again, this is easy mode. This is the easiest difficulty. I did restart it to ensure I was on the correct difficulty. Okay, yes, they killed some of my stalkers. Which frees up some supply for more Void Rays, right? So let's do that. And I have all these other random bases set up. I don't need these. But what we have to do is just set up cannons anywhere they'll fit. Anywhere they'll fit. And I think my probe is stuck. Good work, cannons. Again, this is only because the enemy's doing less damage to us. But that's fine. Void Rays up here still doing the Lord's work. 8 minutes. Again, I can rebuild stuff really fast if necessary. And we are getting kind of low on shields on these Void Rays. We have to be a little careful. I mean, not really careful per se, but like... yeah, these are just dropped from nowhere. I think what we got to do is take a small group of Void Rays to come and get vision on these. Man, this creator just like throwing in random crap, you know, that just drops out of nowhere. It seems to be a common theme in these epilogues. I guess the Kerrigan mission was less so. Kerrigan mission was more, well, I guess the hybrid spawned in, but that was a more consistent mechanic, and they came from specific things that you could destroy. But just like random things dropping out of nowhere is not my idea of a good time. You know, it can happen every so often, but it's very consistent here, and it's with large amounts of units. At least they're 0-0. That's probably because we're on the easy difficulty. And again, there is a damage modifier simply for playing on a lower difficulty. 6.5 minutes. So you kind of get the idea what's going on here. I'll go ahead and come back in around 2 minutes left, or whenever Zeratul starts complaining that we're in danger. All right, we're at under a minute. Zeratul did not complain about being in danger, so I assume there's not going to be a giant, like, game-ending wave? I don't know. Let's see what happens. I mean, we're camping them with, you know, however many Void Rays this is. My favorite is when the drop pods land on top of these little things, and then you don't have vision up there. It's 17 seconds? And we still have a little army on top of Eridos in case the worst happens. Hopefully he doesn't die, but, you know, I think it's probably heavily implied he's going to. Similar to the commander in that way. There we go. The barrier's coming down. Now's our chance to take our retreat into the caverns. Come, Eridos. Okay, we got a boss fight, but it's on easy, which means it'll have way less HP. Zeratul, a vessel approaches. Terrans? What is these? Ah, Protoss. Well done for securing the ruins here against the nefarious Zerg. I'm Dr. Emil Narub of Mobius Research, and I'm excavating the ancient artifacts here. We can take over from here. You can go now. Human, there's a horde of Zerg approaching this way. You must come with us to safety. Wait, I sense something amiss. I know you, Terran. I've felt your... No, impossible. You are... Samir Duran! I see. You Protoss indeed have a knack for digging past appearances, don't you? I guess we'll have to do this the hard way, won't we? You are Xel'Naga. Correct again. My, perhaps we didn't give you Protoss enough credit. Now, leave this world immediately or you will be destroyed. Zeratul, ready your blade. Ha 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 ha. Your feeble weapons are no match for me. I am a god, and you puny insects are beneath me. Can you feel that, Zeratul? As your true maker beckoning you to end your struggle and return to the void. It is not my destiny to perish this day. I must find the prophecy if your threat is to be thwarted. And if I must, I'll fight the gods themselves. So be it, Protoss. Now, feel the full fury of the wrath of the Xel'Naga. I mean, Zeratul, or not Zeratul, Kerrigan kicked the crap out of him. Why can't Zeratul? Is this supposed to... I mean, I guess this would matter if my buildings were there and it was destroying my buildings. But instead it was just empty. All shall be cleansed of your suffering. Now you shall be purified as well. Okay. Quick save. Eridus, use your cannon thing. And let's just not leave these things alive. Again, because we're on easy, we don't really take much damage at all, so this is going to be fine. Just spin these things. Don't let them be able to spawn in extra units. We cannot damage the creature not fully. We must destroy these rifts to weaken its hold in the void. Okay, well, I had the right idea then. Quick save. Attack the guy. Let's kill him in one cycle. Come on. One cycle, baby. That's what I like to see. That's actual easy difficulty, okay? Not 20 Guardians and Broodlords and 4 Ultralisks and 4 Infestors fungal growthing and, you know, dozens and dozens of Zerglings, Hydras, and Roaches pouring out of a cave. What an ill-tempered creature. Victory is ours this day, Zeratul. That one was a really fast text scroll. Let all who defy the will of the Xel'Naga be consumed. Alright, now our boy Eridus is going to die. Or not, maybe we're just gonna... Okay. You think you've won? You fools. You've struck down only a shadow of my true power. Nothing personnel, kid. It's only a matter of time before stuff happens. The power of the void is endless. It is useful to resist. Oh, he just wanted to pop back in and say goodbye. Eridus, no! Go, Zeratul, before it's too late. The end of your existence is nearing, Protoss. Eridus. Why did he leave? He just left. Could have killed Zeratul too. You shall be remembered in the halls of immortality. By the heart of the Nerazim people, I vow that I shall not rest until we stand victorious over the darkness. Lay down your weapons and give yourself over to your creator. Excuse me. Zeratul's considering it. Maybe. Oh, All right, let all who defy the will of the Xel'Naga be consumed. He's still trash-talking us. A fitting end to this campaign, honestly. Whatever's happening here. Hey, did you know that we'll let all who defy the will of the Xel'Naga be consumed? What do you know about that? Go ahead, say it again. Oh, no, okay. And then he just blinked over a chasm and just fell several stories down. I like to picture Zeratul blinking into a chasm and being like, ah, like Wile E. Coyote and falling into the pit. He's still. I think these are things. No, we're not watching this. These are things that he would be saying during the boss fight, but that never stopped. Hey, so it's me from the future. I actually recorded these 3 epilogue maps weeks and weeks ago, and now, before the videos are coming out soon, I'm going back and just gonna re-record this end section, because I did my typical campaign review. I think I just spent way too long reiterating the things that I didn't enjoy. You all already know, I've already talked about it all. And I did spend a lot of time on the things I did like as well. I always like to make sure I balance those 2 things out. But honestly, just looking back, it was overboard. I just was in a tilted and impatient mood. So I think that the most reasonable thing I could do at this point is just respect the folks, the viewers that I know want to just watch the end cinematic slides and text slides, and I'll let you do that in silence. So enjoy, and I'll see you when it's done.
Have engaged the enemy.
Okay, we got some text screens. Again, you can just pause these if you'd like to read them for yourself. And we're on to the credits. So again, I recorded these a while ago, so I'm really not sure what else to say at this point. There was a lot that I did really like about these campaigns. I think, you know, the heat of the moment got to me, and I really lost my patience at times. I do think that that is a reflection on the campaigns. I stand by a lot of what I said, but generally, I think I mentioned this in a previous episode. Like, if you want to be taken seriously with how you present critique, then you have to be very mindful with how you present it, because otherwise it's completely pointless. It only serves as some catharsis in that moment when, you know, I was, again, getting impatient. I quite liked a lot of the narration and the lore additions here. I just think it was bulky. I talked about that in the past. Some stuff jumped the shark, like Guy Montag showing up as Oros, or Oros rather, showing up as Guy Montag. Like, that was kind of jumping the shark. But, you know, closing the gap on a lot of the other stuff between StarCraft and StarCraft 2, both from a gameplay perspective and a narrative perspective, was cool. I liked that this campaign reaches for the stars. It didn't quite get there in many instances, but it did accomplish a lot of the other things it sets out to do that other campaigns never even attempt. So I appreciate that. So let's go out on a positive note, and I just want to stress that there is a lot to like here. I think it's just the cinematic specifically didn't really jive with me, and again, it kind of caused me to be on the edge of my seat in a negative way through a lot of this. There were some missions that were requiring some balancing, but honestly, I think a lot of the ones that Omega Weapon designed from scratch that weren't part of the original Enslavers were some of the best ones, specifically in episodes 1 and 2. So, just wanted to point that out as well. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. That's the end of this series. I hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks for putting up with me. This was just a lot. There's a lot of different things going on with this. It was a lot to talk about. It was a lot to get through, and we made it. So we'll be on to something new next time. I'm always trying to look into the StarCraft 2 scene and see what other custom campaigns exist. There's a lot that's happening in Grant's campaign manager that they started, which is a lot of base campaign edits. So we're diving into those with some of the race swaps lately. But there's always going to be something to check out, and we'll see what's new next time. Bye-bye.